It's that time again, guys. Part two of the biggest game of the season, arguably to different people, but to me, it definitely is. Liverpool come to Old Trafford and they definitely want to close the gap on us in third. We both are fighting for a Champions League place for next season, so it is an intriguing game. Carrick versus Slot for the first time, so there will be lots of things that will be looked at in terms of tactics, but we know where Liverpool are right now. We know exactly their struggles, the injuries that they have, and they haven't been the best defending champions that we can speak of. They certainly didn't look like they were able to defend their title. And Arne Slot, after putting his own tactics onto Liverpool, arguably Jurgen Klopp's team, he certainly has messed up their flow, their rhythm, and the way they normally do play football. Lots of their players are not in good form, their confidence is low, but that doesn't mean that they are going to come to Old Trafford and play in that particular mindset. No, it's a derby. They will want to show themselves, they will want to play for their fans and, of course, for themselves. Pride is a massive thing in this game, and that is why I think Michael Carrick will just have an edge over Arne Slot in this, based on the mentality and, of course, Carrick knowing how important this game is. Of course, being a legend of the club, played in this fixture many times, so knows exactly what it means to us as United fans to win Liverpool. And we have the opportunity to do the double. I want us to do the double this season over Liverpool. Let's make it so that they haven't beaten us this season by getting a win and, of course, securing Champions League football. It is said that we only need 2 points from our last four games, and that would guarantee us a Champions League position. But I want 3 points. I want us to win Liverpool. So let's get into where their injuries lie. Mohamed Salah, it was reported that he will play for Liverpool again this season, if it might be his last, as we know he's leaving Liverpool. But he could be back for this game. We'll obviously have to wait until Slot speaks in his press conference. But we have to look at Liverpool at their strongest. So he potentially could be back. Isak is back and he's scoring goals for them, but again, he's very, very far off the player that he was at Newcastle United. Wirtz seems to be finding a place for himself now, but still is not the player he was at Bayer Leverkusen under Xavi Alonso. And the rest of the team, the likes of Gakpo, we know Ekatike is missing and out for the season. They do have problems. And regardless of how they set up, regardless of how aggressive they will be, they do have weaknesses, and that we need to exploit. Michael Carrick must look at the likes of Van Dijk and Konate. As good as Van Dijk is, he's not good when it comes to battling with a striker. Konate, on the other hand, does not like to really run in behind and is even worse when it comes to trying to compete with the striker holding up the ball. And that already is a deficiency. If Slot tells Frimpong and Kirkes or Robertson on the other side, if he chooses to start him and to push up high, we can exploit those spaces and run in behind, similar to how we did at Anfield in that 2-1 win with Maguire getting the winner. We done well to put their centre backs under pressure and played off the second ball. So that was under Ruben Amorim. And Michael Carrick, on the other hand, is very, very good in terms of letting his team be comfortable playing out from the back. And Liverpool will press aggressively, but it doesn't mean that their press is the best right now. If we find the gaps with the likes of Mainu in his confidence right now, he signed a new contract, he had a great performance against Brentford. He is able to take the ball from the defense and move forward. And he's shown in past games, against Liverpool no less, that he's not afraid to get stuck in there, not afraid to take command, to take the ball and try and start a move for Manchester United or keep the ball going if we have a good spell of possession. So in this game particularly, Michael Carrick, in my opinion, I don't think he'll make any changes to starting 11. Dorgu is back, yes, but again, rushing him to start is not a good idea, especially with an eye on trying to start next season really, really good. So again, he will most likely be on the bench, so the team will be exactly the same as it was against Brentford from the start. Cunha, if he's potentially back for this game, then he is an option off the bench as well, with, of course, Dorgu. Shea Lacey can also make an appearance if the game state allows for him to come on. So there is options for Michael Carrick. And we've seen against Brentford, he's not afraid to switch up the tactics when needing to get a win, when push comes to shove. So there is a bit of tactical flexibility. So this game is important, and we need to win this game without a doubt. A draw, on the other hand, is not bad in the grand scheme of things. But again, bragging rights, it's a derby. We want to do the double, get that win. And for Michael Carrick, if he gets a win over Liverpool, that would be a win against Pep Guardiola's City, Arteta at Arsenal. He's won against Chelsea, and yes, they didn't have the best manager, and Maresca left already, but he won them. And of course, now Liverpool, if he gets a win against them, that's the traditional big four he won within a short span of time since he arrived in late January. So the option is there for Michael Carrick. Ineos, probably after this game, can look to make a decision. If he wins the game, I do think he most likely will get the job permanently. If he draws it, again, there is still the option for him to get it permanently. But if we do lose the game, and let's say we lose it with a bad performance, there will be question marks in terms of Michael Carrick as to is he actually the right man. But again, this is all ifs, buts, and maybes. A derby is a derby, and form goes out of the window. And it's all about who wants it the most on the day, who decides to be more aggressive and clinical when chances do arrive. So it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a massive game, and I am, of course, am excited for it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the head of the game against Liverpool, what you think about Michael Carrick, and what type of tactics he might put out into this game. We'll definitely speak about it in the comments. Have a wonderful weekend till we see each other again in the next one. Bye bye, Red Devils. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share, and subscribe.